Alright, velkommen til en ny video med meg. Jeg tilbake. I'm back, guys, and today I will explain how you can reach fluent level going from Duolingo, which you probably are about now. Okay, there are some steps to do here, which I will show you. I have taken hundreds of students through this process, and I've learned a lot of things. To do and what not to do here. I'll explain this in this video, in this step-by-step video. Okay, we'll have some fun here. The first thing you should do, because Duolingo is great for learning vocabulary, although sometimes they tend to teach you vocabulary that are not so useful, like turtle and like, I don't know, bear and like ice bear, and like they have like some weird sentences. Anyway, they are great for learning like a lot of vocabulary. But what you need to do now is to learn the basic grammar, because the basic grammar, they don't teach you that in Duolingo, at least not to a very high degree. All right, so what I'm going to do here is tell you to learn the basic grammar. I don't want you to go too far either, like trying to learn everything for the whole language. Just learn the very basics. What I mean is the nouns, adjectives, the rules, sentence structure, modal verbs, and so on. Very simple stuff. For example, I'll show you here. Example, gutten and gutt. What is the difference? Definite, indefinite. You can learn this stuff. Next sentence. Jeg liker å spille fotball. I like to play football. Verb is number 2. We have 2 verbs in a row. The second verb is infinitive. I know the grammar is like annoying to learn. I know it's like, oh, what I have to learn this. Trust me, it's so beneficial. I've learned both Spanish, Italian, and English myself. I know how it is. This thing, I don't want you to go too far and try to learn everything. Just learn the very basics. Han kan bo I Norge. He can live in Norway. We have some modal verbs there. We have verb number 2. These are important things to understand. It takes 1 to 2 weeks to learn it, maximum, if you study a bit every day. It doesn't take a long time, and it's going to help you tremendously. All right, I'll put some links for you in the description how you should learn it. I have a course myself, but there are a lot of free tools out there. If you want a more structured course on how to learn this, and you can apply for a spot in my course as well. But get it somehow. There are a lot of free stuff on the internet as well. You can choose what you prefer based on your learning style. Then number 2, okay, because you have Duolingo now, you have some vocabulary, and now you have some basic grammar as well. You are very good. Now, there's the phase of you have information in here, which is grammar, and you have some vocabulary. It is very, very important now. The right step for you now is to start using language. Start using it in any way. You need to start writing it down and get some feedback. Maybe you can use ChatGPT for this. Write text, get ChatGPT to correct you. You can do this. You need to get some feedback. It's very important. You need to start speaking with yourself, with your cat, with your mom, dad, I don't care, with the wall, doesn't matter. Formulate sentences and test it out. Okay? Number 1, it will show you where you stop. Okay, the vocabulary stop. Okay, I'll tell you an example what I did when I was learning Spanish. I went to Spain when I was 20. I didn't speak any of the language. I didn't know anything on Spanish. I went there with Google Translate, asking for where is the direction, where is the supermarket, ¿Dónde está el supermercado? I had to actually type it out and say it, and they would respond to me something like with the hands. I was like, okay, cool. Then I went back home and I learned the directions. How to say left, right, go there in Spanish. I learned that. Next time it happened, I knew how to say it. And I can say thank you. And I can say, hey, by the way, forresten. You can learn those things. Build your conversations based on this. It is a great way to learn. It's the best way to learn. It's active learning. Use it. Make mistakes. Make a fool out of yourself. It's so helpful. Although it's very uncomfortable when you're there. This is by far the best magical thing I ever experienced. Is the thing with language learning about speaking is crazy how much you learn when you speak. Just whatever. Start using language in any kind of way. Challenge yourself. Use new vocabulary. Write. Get some feedback. You need to start using it. Write with yourself. If you haven't reached your friends, even better. You need to start using it in the language. You need to start using the language in some kind of way. Once you've done that, because you're doing this at the same time, I would say 2, 3, and 4, they kind of overlap. You should do them at the same time. So immerse yourself in a language, which I mean is that you need to like go around and basically like make your day Norwegian. So like put the podcast 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. There are many great podcasts out there. I'm going to make one myself soon. I don't have one yet. In the meantime, Lær Norsk nå, Norsk for Beginners. I have linked them under here. Great ways to learn. There are television, NRK, You can use that in Norway. You can use it with the VPN as well. I'll send the links here as well. Watch TV, Netflix, put it in Norwegian. Even though you don't think you understand, you pick up a lot of things in your mind. I'll tell you a story here. When I was living in Italy with my girlfriend at the time, I literally sat down at a table during COVID. We were locked in. We couldn't go outside, so we were staying inside every day having dinner together. They spoke Italian the whole time because her family didn't speak English. So they spoke Italian every day for 2, 3, 4 months. I didn't understand anything until about 2 months in, where I started to pick up things and I started to understand what actually something we were saying, which is crazy, which I never studied the language. I never went to any course or anything. I just picked up things subconsciously. My brain makes up meaning. It was crazy. And I learned Italian that way. After 4 or 5 months into it, I spoke fluent Italian. What I mean by fluent is that I could have conversations with them. I can ask questions. It was a flow in the conversation, although it was not perfect. So it's a great way to learn. I'll tell you to do that as much as you can. Is magical, the listening. So that's why I'm telling you to surround yourself with Norwegian, immerse yourself, okay? Read in Norwegian, whatever you can. I'll put some books here you can use as well in Norwegian. They're great for you. I have a lot of suggestions I can post there for you. Surround yourself with Norwegian. It's super, super important. Number 4, make mistakes towards fluency. What I mean by this is that you have information in your head which you think is correct, and you have a mess in your head when you're learning language. It's messy because you have grammar rules, you have vocabulary, you don't know if it's true, you have questions. What you need to do here is somehow, I don't care how, but you need to get some kind of feedback and some kind of make mistakes. So do you have a Norwegian friend? Do you have family that are Norwegian? Do you have a friend? Do you have anyone you can speak with correction with? You can use ChatGPT, which is very good for this to a certain degree, but it have some limitations. You can write it out. Some kind of person, even if it's like a language tandem, would you exchange your language to them, you can do that online as well. I'll put the link to that as well if you want. Get some kind of feedback from what you're speaking so they can correct you. Okay, I know it's difficult actually, and that's actually exactly why during COVID, after COVID, a few years ago now, where I started teaching Norwegian. I made my classes, not the traditional classes of like 30 people and you read out the rules like, hey, and then you have to like a lecture. It's actually a very different class where we have a small group of students and I'm or other teacher are going to be there and putting conversations to you. I'm going to set you up for conversations, and then you guys are going to speak and I will correct you when you speak. We have different topics. We're going to go to the supermarket. We're going to learn to plan a party. We're going to learn to write a complaint letter. We're going to learn to negotiate. We're going to go to the supermarket together and order coffee and everything, all those things. While I'm going to be there telling you important things to say, advices, correcting your pronunciation and using the right slang. All these things we do in a conversation course. If you're interested there, I have very limited spots there, so I cannot accept everyone, but you can apply for the course there and see if you have if there's a spot available right now. There's a link in the description as well for that. But it is very important that you make mistakes and speak a lot, get some kind of feedback, because like this you will learn. Based on my experience as a teacher and also as a traveler, I've been living in a lot of places around Europe the last couple of 8 years actually. I learned a lot of those things. Use those things, immerse yourself in a language and learn that the brain needs active learning to actually be able to learn this language. Okay? Hope this video helped. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And hello!